God. I don't know anything.
That sounds productive, Dr. Rostenstein.
You are too kind, Overlord Steelhorn. The prisoner's will is strong. I cannot get him to break.
Fine. Everyone out. I will personally break his resolve.
Yes, my lord, I'm so sorry. Yes, everyone leave now. Please, go.
I hope you don't mind if I listen to my favorite podcast while I work, General McLean.
I ain't telling you shit. Do your worst.
At long last,
What is this?
David
What is this?
Tennant is back.
No.
It's finally
I
time.
don't have anything but this.
Come on.
Come on, man. I can't.
Yes, much like Charlie, your cries of agony are music to my ears. Now, McLean, tell me what I want to know. Where is Mortis?
Overlord Steelhorn, I'm sorry to interrupt, sir.
Why do you disturb me, Steel Soldier?
We have reliable information that B Action has just dropped a beat-month pick.
Oh, yes. Please broadcast it over the PA system for everyone to enjoy.
Right away, my lord.
Now, General McLean, where were we?
How much of an evil being do you have to have Overlord Steelhorn be your number one fan?
Oh, the tears. I've cried those tears. I know what that torture subject's going through.
Yeah, it's wild to think that, somebody that evil has a favorite evil that he listens to.
Yep. I dig it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to B Action, where we put the B back in action. I'm Shin Dustin Zilla, and with me, as always, is Charlie. Charlie, say hello.
I don't get to be Shin Ultra Charlie at least. Like, come on, man.
You get to be Shin. What is it? Shin Beard Og. There you go.
Okay, Beard Og. There we go. We'll take it.
All right, and you know what, man? We were ever so gracious that over on the main feed is Pete month. Month of Pete. Month of pain, one would say.
I still don't know who okayed this.
But I did. And and I'm like, you know what? Let's let Month of Pete bleed over into B Action. And we can't have a Month of Pete movie without the man himself, Pete. Pete, what the hell's up, man?
Hello, everybody. Dude. I'm bringing the pain to B Action.
How does it feel to be Overlord Steelhorn's number one podcast?
Well, we go way back. Like we went to elementary school together.
Dude,
we've known each other for quite some time.
Charlie, they both had fucking mullets in middle school, dude.
Mullets and body glove shorts and maybe some jams.
Oh,
yeah.
They did the Iron Man competitions, and Steelhorn got disqualified because he's half iron.
He's literal an Iron Man.
Not allowed, He also would sink to the bottom of any of the water hazards.
That's true.
Just
Yeah.
you have to get a crane to get him out because it's so damn heavy.
Spoiler alert: we figured out Steelhorn's one weakness, and that's what it's going to be.
Well, no, he already talks about that. Oh no, I'm lying. That's a different cyborg in a different movie that doesn't like water.
Yeah.
Never mind. But the stipulation was I picked the Pete movie this month.
You did.
Yeah.
You said I remember you messaged me. He was like, "Hey, I want you to come on for Pete month, except you can't pick the movie."
Yeah. And I've racked my brain about this because last time I tried to include Pete over here was a movie called Future Cops.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, was I wrong in picking that movie.
Yeah.
I had to put
yeah.
the kibosh on that. I tried this month, but it didn't work.
But thanks for that disc, by the way. It's marvelous.
Did you watch? Are the features good? Like, does it look good?
I haven't gotten through the features. No,
Okay.
I got through the film.
Okay.
On one blind drunk night.
Yeah.
How many beers does it take to watch that movie?
I probably didn't need any. I was just. It
just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Like it always does.
But
You watch that movie and a beer appears in your hand. Like, well, fuck it, whatever.
or you just look over and Pete's got that helmet on that has the 2 beers ready to go.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, man, what can we do that I feel is actiony enough? Because I've always wanted to go over. We've done martial arts movies over here, but we've never done anything in the realm of Sentai. And I'm like, man, what would be fun? And I said Sentai with an S.
I was going to say, how do you spell that real quick?
With an
sure.
S.
Okay.
And I was like, man, and I racked my brain and I was like, wait a goddamn minute. Shin Kamen Rider came out 2 years ago. And that fits over here perfectly.
Yep.
But before we get into any histories, Charlie, did you by chance find a trailer for Shin Kamen Rider?
So, in classic Pete fashion,
I didn't even pick this though. God damn it!
Yeah,
you cannot blame this on me.
Even though it was picked for him, there is not an English version of this trailer available. There is a dubbed. And then one that they went, fuck it, no dialogue, and it's just music all the way through.
Music exploding.
And those were the ones directly from Amazon Prime, which is where this is now. So no trailer.
All right.
And no Mickey and Dustin to make a trailer.
I was going to say, I don't do it without Mickey.
That's
I
right.
can't. So
and we should say Mickey's stuck in a blizzard somewhere out of state right now. So
I feel a little bad because I am no substitute for Mickey. Let's get this out of the way.
That's okay. He was there at the beginning there, so that works. Yeah. But yeah, we definitely miss Mickey. Mickey missed one, definitely wanted to be here. He was pretty pissed the other night when he messaged us about the debacle. But it is what it is.
We are online. He could have joined online.
He didn't have a computer and only his phone, and Zencaster hates phones.
Oh yeah. Don't do it on the phone.
Yeah, and if I felt bad because Mickey loves
porn on the road.
Pete.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry for interjecting.
And you're doing what to me?
Never mind.
Anyways,
sure was with an S.
Yeah,
yes.
And I felt bad because, like I said, Mickey of the 3 of us is the one that loves anime, like a lot.
Fair.
And I picked this movie solely. I picked it because I wanted Pete to come along, but I knew picking this movie, Charlie and Mickey would have something to talk about when it comes to toys and older stuff, and that's the sole reason I picked this. But Pete, I need to hear from you. What is your history with Master Rider? Not particularly this movie, if you hadn't seen it before.
So, you picked the one I have the least history with. I know this was a manga. It's been a cartoon. It started in the early 70s. I have never seen an original episode of the original TV series. It's a lot like Ultraman, where they have like 20 episodes and they introduce a new Kamen Rider. So it's prolific. They've had a lot of iterations. I did watch it was like an hour long. It was a history of Kamen Rider, and this guy's talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour just on YouTube, and just the amount of material that's out there. It's almost impossible to catch up. It's like starting at episode 1 on One Piece.
Yeah.
Like
Fair.
I only got 2,000 more episodes to go, right?
Breezy weekend watch.
So I know what Kamen Rider is. I know all about sort of what he is. But this is a first time watch for this movie. I did watch Kamen Rider Black because Sludge mentioned something, Charlie, about Kamen Rider Black. And if you guys want to see something hyper violent that is not for kids, go watch Kamen Rider Black. It's almost gross how violent it is. It's shocking at times.
Hell yeah. I'm down for that.
It was eye opening. Like the first hour long episode was like, oh my God, they went there. So that's my history. I've got more about the genre later, but that is my history specifically with Kamen Rider.
Sure. Charlie, I'm going to read Mickey's right now, and then we'll get to you, all right?
Go for it.
So Mickey, like we said, Mickey sent in some information on this. Like he wanted to chime in, even though he couldn't be here. But he said, I watched Shin Kamen Rider last year as a late night curiosity. I knew a little bit about Kamen Rider, and I remember watching Master Rider back in my Power Ranger days. Anyway, I put it on and kept falling asleep, and honestly didn't have a great experience. But that was on me. Now watching it for the podcast, I put my phone down, paid attention. You got to watch this with subtitles. Highly recommended. There's no way you can watch this with dubs.
There isn't a dub. I don't think
there is no dub, but I feel like it wouldn't even translate correctly at all with how much they talk in this movie.
Yes. If you ever seen Shin Godzilla, it's very much the same. Lots and lots of talking.
Yes. And I had a great experience. The acting is pretty good and the story is awesome. It embodies the vibe of the time period that the show was broadcast, which was the 70s. And I have all of his other stuff, and we'll read it towards the end. Charlie, what is your history with Kamen Rider and or the Master Rider?
Master Rider on Fox. Watched its short-lived run on there. I don't even remember how many episodes they even got through. I don't even think they got through an entire season. 12. Yeah. So, because it was a Saban thing. It was done by the same people that did Power Rangers. So obviously I was going to watch it, Beetleborgs, VR,
VR Troopers,
VR Troopers,
Superhuman Samurai.
Yeah, all those, probably just like Mickey, that was what I was keyed into at that time. And I remember liking it. I had a motorcycle, so I was in for it, and I knew there was an OG Kamen Rider, Master Rider from early, I guess it was 70s. I didn't realize it was that early. I thought it was like early 80s.
71, I think.
Yeah. So until watching this, I had not watched those since they aired on Fox. So that's how big of a gap I've had with Kamen Rider.
Okay, hell yeah. Same with me, man. Like I remember I was prime age. I was the demographic that they wanted to pitch Kamen Rider to, or Master Rider, because I was maybe 9 when Mighty Morphin came out.
Mm-hmm.
And when you had that 3-episode special with them, meeting him, and in the show they made it seem like he's from another planet.
Yeah,
like he's and not in this or anything else I've seen where it's like he's just a super enhanced person from Japan. So it was a little odd, but I also get they wanted to make their own little thing. But I too, Charlie, watched the short-lived series of Master Rider because again I was a kid and I really liked motorcycles. Watching this grasshopper man transform and his motorcycle transform alongside him, awesome. So fucking good.
Yeah.
I slept on this movie because I have seen Shin Godzilla and I will champion that movie any chance I get. And I knew about this movie and I heard a lot of people talk about it. I just never got around to watching it. So I'd like to thank Pete Month for allowing me to watch this movie.
Finally got to see it. And this is the third Shin movie in Hideo. Oh, I'm gonna fuck his name up. Anyway, this director. This is his third Shin movie. And I think he did Evangelion also after this.
He did Evangelion, yeah.
And this, like Shin Godzilla, got I think a 2-week run in the U.S. Ultraman might have been a week. Shin Ultraman, and this got like odd day. So it's not that you slept on it. It's just it was you had to
You
be
blink
at
and you
the
miss it.
theater on purpose.
Sure.
And I don't think I can't think if Evangelion's been released yet. Shin Evangelion. I don't know. Someone will correct me, I hope.
I'm sure it's out there. I've only ever known about Shin Godzilla. Like I thought that was just something a part of the Godzilla universe only. And then everybody starts talking, you guys start talking about the Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider. And I'm like, well, number one, what the fuck does Shin mean? Like for the longest time, I didn't know that it meant like new / God,
new God, yeah.
yeah, like all these different ways to describe it. I'm like,
Depending
okay,
upon the context, yeah, it could mean new God,
yeah,
or even old.
God Godzilla,
God Godzilla, God. And I bought that the 4K of Shin Godzilla. I haven't watched it yet. So
nice.
So now I've watched Kamen Rider before I actually watched the Godzilla, but I will. It's one of those things. I got a legit 4K player and soundbar, and I haven't hooked them up yet. So there's a list of movies that are going to be going on whenever I actually hook it up. So
Charlie's like, I gotta break that baby in.
oh man, I got stacks. I got
He's
stacks.
got Shin Godzilla. He's got John Wick. He's got Furiosa.
Shin Wick.
I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 through 3. I
I
got Under Siege on 4K the other day. So hell yeah, man.
No, that's fine.
Dude, but I think my favorite thing about this movie is the villains, the Augs we meet. Because as I'm sitting here watching this, I'm like, you guys literally covered this movie last week on Give Me Back.
Oh,
Five
yeah,
Deadly
the
Venoms.
5 Deadly Venom. Yeah,
Yeah,
much.
dude.
Yeah,
There's
each one had their own power and something unique about each one of them, and their masks were beautiful. The spider mask was awesome. That chameleon, oh my god,
dude,
was incredible.
Straight up Power Rangers villains, dude. And
sure.
I wanted to talk about the spider. I kind of just want to.
Power Ranger villains were straight up Kamen Rider villains.
No, you're sure for sure.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just talk about the Augs because in this movie, like, we're kind of thrown into it. We're thrown into the mix, and we're told from the jump, which I really like because, especially if you know nothing about this franchise, they're like, by the way, you are now the Grasshopper Aug, and you have these powers, and that's it.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
You have the exhaust pipe on your belt that lets out the excess energy, and just don't overdo it, and good luck. And I like that. I like that a lot. They don't have to sit there and tell us his origin. Like it's 12 minutes in and we're told all this information.
Well, and I think it lends itself to. I'm sure whoever watched the OG was totally prepared for this.
Yes.
Maybe even if I'd have rewatched the Fox one, I maybe would have been a little bit better. But yeah, I'm literally walking into this blind, and I'm like, okay, who the fuck? Oh, that guy's hit. Oh, he doesn't know what he is. Oh, okay, they're doing he's got spawn powers. Don't use the ectoplasm too much. It's got to recharge a little bit. Okay, I get that. So I have enough references in other things I watch and read that I can put it together in here. If you threw a newbie into this that had no concept of any of this, like Jackie didn't watch this with me, I knew better because she'd be sitting there going, "Well, what the hell is even going on? Who's that guy? What is that? Oh, it's all subtitles and I can't look at my phone and the television. I'm out."
Nope.
Yeah.
That's my biggest beef with this film is it's not friendly. This isn't a movie that's going to bring in new fans. This is a movie.
It's really
fans
not.
or people that are remotely interested. Even like you said, Charlie, I didn't get an opportunity to see Master Rider when it came on Fox. I was in high school at the time.
Yeah.
Pete was busy,
and this isn't getting busy. No, it wasn't getting busy.
That's when he discovered the triangle.
He was Shin Pete at that point.
Shin Pete.
That's right. No, it's not. This isn't going to get you new fans. Shin Godzilla will get you new fans because while it doesn't really explain what Godzilla is, it does have a beginning, an entrance, a middle, and an end. Where Mask
Okay.
Rider or Common Rider here kind of starts in Act 2. I mean, there are 3 full acts, but where they start the film is usually where
It feels like a sequel.
yeah, like
But that's the
yes.
thing is I'm fine with literally being dropped into the world because, like I just said, you have upwards to the first 15 minutes of everything you need to know why he is the way he is.
Yeah, you do get
and then
that,
you just
yeah.
go. I really dig that shit. But I'm gonna slightly disagree with what both of y'all just said because after Shin Godzilla, I think everybody who that movie captivated, and they see the words Shin in front of another name, they're gonna be intrigued. I was intrigued. I guess that the only
And
thing
it was the
I
same
knew,
directors.
yeah, the only thing I knew
Same production
about
company,
Kamen
yeah.
Rider is what I just said about Power Rangers. You know, that was a 3-episode special.
Yeah.
You know, and I knew the look. I mean, I've seen the look before. If you walk into any comic shop, you see any of the Kamen Riders, you see any of the Ultramans. You
Yeah.
know that's what that fandom is. But man, like Pete messaged me when he was watching this. He goes, "Wow, this is very violent." Because in the first 12 minutes, he murks 15 dudes.
He sure does.
My jaw was on the
You me
floor.
both. Yep.
I knew once I seen that, I'm like, Charlie locked in.
Dude, I got in our group chat and I found a gif of someone smashing a watermelon. That's the closest social media friendly thing I could find that's what this opening fight turned into. And I'm like,
fantastic.
Well, this wasn't on Fox Kids. I can guarantee you that. This is
and it was beyond just fighting. It was bloody. People's heads are exploding.
He's exploding people in here. And I will say, like, at the first 15, 20 minutes of this movie, I am locked in because I get that quick introduction, like Dustin's saying. We find out just enough about it. You see him fight all these henchmen, and then we get Spider Og, which I love him, but let me tell you, this still pisses me off. Star Wars does it. Everybody fucking does it. Why you waste your best fucking villain right at the beginning and then kill them?
I don't think he's the best one. He's my favorite one.
To me, Spider is the best because he had the best banter with Kamen Rider. He had the best abilities. There's a car chase going on with 2 trucks with spider webs in the middle before you even know about the spider. That's what makes it feel like, I missed an episode. What is happening?
Dude, when they're in the barn and, you know, our main guy, I think his name's Hongo. Anyways, before he, you know, like lets out the steam, he pulls his mask off, and that's what I really like about this movie is we see what they look like in their morphed form.
Yeah,
each of them we see except Spider. Everyone else we see like their animal form plus them because he's got the big red eyes. He pulls his glove off. And he's got that fucking scaly grasshopper hand, dude. It's beautiful,
dude. They had it where his face is like got the bifurcated pieces, like, but it looks like it's cut into his flesh. Like it looked like a fucking horror movie. Like we're sitting here like we've done Guyver, so it's like
I was just gonna say that's straight out of Guyver.
Yeah,
it felt very Guyver-esque on the way these villains and even how Kamen Rider does. Now it does get a little loose with that later, you know, so I'm like, okay, it is whatever, probably budget reasons, you know, to keep things going. Also, when he lets off his power, like the first 3 times it happens, someone else lets the power off for him, like he hasn't figured out push the fucking button, you know, and let the gas out. But yeah, this opening hooked me. Like I'm hooked at this point.
Charlie, you get heads bashed in, you get a motorcycle chase, and you get explosions.
Yeah,
in the first 15 minutes.
First 15 minutes, man, I'm locked in.
This was a Charlie opening. There was.
It was a Charlie opening.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here to tell y'all, this movie gets fucking talky. And
Charlie
talky. Goes
as soon as
Charlie
Spider
goes,
is dispatched. we start the dialogue. And
Oh
it's
my
a lot.
god! And the
lot.
girl / cyborg / og, I don't still know what she is. You know, the
Daughter of the
professor
guy that invented it all, who
but he
found it?
created her,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like you know, felt very Mega Man-ish. You know, the professor that made Mega Man, give him all the powers. I just kept having that, and I'm like, so I'm reading again. You're reading. This is the only time I think I would have actually been okay with dubbed, even if it may not have been an exact translation. It would have helped me process. Like, I zoned out probably about 30 minutes in
Sure.
and had to go. And I'm not even looking at my phone. I literally just zone out. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to lock in. And I went, okay, this ain't that bad. And I pulled out IMDb because I just wanted to see how long it was.
It's 2 hours
2
long.
hours. I'm
It's
like,
long.
Yeah.
oh
It
my
is.
God.
But Shin Godzilla is the same thing, dude.
I almost expect that from a Godzilla movie, but I have history with that franchise.
That's fair too. That's
You know,
you
there's
have
that.
a background with it. But how I took this movie, man, is each I was looking forward to each og, and that's it.
Obviously. Yeah.
And luckily they didn't, blow their load in the first hour, which I'm fine with. Like, we get like this exposition of like this girl's brother ended up being like the butterfly og, which is like the most powerful og ever created.
Sure.
And he looks fucking cool, dude.
He looks
that
cool. He looks
that
cool.
transformation was
Ugh.
bitchin' when he puts his helmet on for the first time. And
Like right before,
yeah,
dude, Pete, he has his fucking antennas starting to pull out.
he does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. But the spider og is like Charlie said at the beginning of this is you can tell how zany the movie was going to be because he's sitting there whooping Master Rider's ass. And then he ties up, like he spits his web, ties him to the wall because his human form isn't strong enough to get this web, sets the bomb on the ground and goes, and leaves with the girl and hops into a fucking Uber.
Yeah.
He gets
Literally.
in his getaway car with his chauffeur. Dude, this is where we get to see the Cyclone transform for the first time.
That was cool.
Dude.
Seeing the motorcycle transform, it's really well done for this movie. Like, really well done.
And I'm fine, like, cause it's obvious, like there's a lot of this movie's heavily dependent on CGI.
There's very little practical effects outside of the costuming.
I think
and
some explosions. I think some explosions were real, like gasoline bombs. A lot of it was though CG'd.
Even the blood was CG splatter.
The blood was very CG'd, except for some of the close-ups, because whenever he holds his, because he still doesn't know what the fuck he is, and basically we find out that if he just lets himself go, the og kind of takes over. That's why he's so violent, and he'll stop and he'll look at his fucking gloves, and I mean, there's fucking blood
chunks
just soaked into him, and some of those last hits are very visceral done. But also, this is one of those times I'm okay with it being CG, because I can only imagine trying to clean these fucking outfits and the white motorcycle from blood. And this is very much, while it's super violent, it still harkens back to the TV shows, because like Dustin just said, the spider guy leaves him in a barn with a bomb to kill him, and he's not in his form. The bomb goes off and he gets away. No explanation.
He trampolines to safety somehow.
Yeah, but he was still tied up in the web. So the bomb blew up the web and then knocked him free. And then he gets, so at that point I went, okay, we are not locked into realistic logic. No. Even though I'm watching, don't get me wrong, I know what I'm watching as far as Masked Riders, but sometimes you can keep it a little more realistic to where like there's some consequences to what happens. Also, really trying to figure out why when someone dies, they turn into an Alka-Seltzer.
They tell you, like,
it was explained at the beginning. Yeah,
they tell you about it. Yeah, that if you're an agent of,
yeah.
Well, Pete, what was the name of the
Shocker?
Shocker.
was that's the clawing gadget. That's Cobra.
Oh,
That-
okay.
that's
So
That's
if you're-
Shield, yeah, or not Shield, but all the other ones, Cobra. and all that.
Hydra. Yeah, that's
Hydra. That's what I was trying to think of.
Shocker was the bad organization that the professor and his daughter robot escaped from or left, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because-
they said if you're an agent, you're implanted with this, and if you die, you disintegrate, so no information's left behind.
Yeah, so your DNA can't be collected and used again.
Totally missed
Yeah.
that.
It's
Totally
it's
missed
a
that.
Buffy
Probably
the
when I
Vampire
zoned out.
Slayer dusting of the vampires sort of thing. It
Well,
just-
I kind of went with that, but I was also confused because they are murdering people and there's blood, but then the cool kills that I guess you could say should happen, they turned into foam, and I was just like,
Well, that's because that's the hint. That's the bad guy's henchies. So, like, imagine Overlord Steelhorn, like Steel Sailor 34. When he gets killed, he doesn't turn into foam because he's the henchman of the boss man.
right. He's not got the DNA or any special augmentations. Like,
He's
just a
expendable.
he is very expendable.
Yeah.
This is
Good
where
callback.
this movie has so much dialogue and plot that they try to just throw at you, and I say what you want, that's the weakest part of this movie
easily.
is the dialogue heavy. I need to care about this relationship between, was her name Missy? Because they kept calling her Missy.
Yeah,
Her name was like
She had a couple
Ryoku.
names.
Yeah,
Her
but-
actual name was like Ryoku, but I think the
Missy was
second
her
writer
name.
called her Missy just out of disrespect. You know, he's like, get out of my
Okay.
way, Missy.
Well, then they said
Okay.
Missy the rest of the entire movie, and so there's supposed to be all of this like backstory between her brother, these other Augs, and we're not even to the other big switch in this movie that I was also sitting there scratching my fucking head, going, "What?"
One, two, you didn't need it. They shoot
Yeah,
a lot of subplots in that just we didn't need it. This could have been an easy, a crisp 88 minutes. And
it totally could have, and it would have been
Would have been awesome.
perfection.
Mhm.
It would have been perfection. But I got lost a lot in this. I'm waiting for the next Og fight because that
Right. We
honestly
all were.
is the most amazing.
That's when you
thing
come
in
to
the
watch
movies.
these things. You didn't watch Power Rangers because you wanted to
To see all the
Brian-
bullshit teenagers went through.
Right?
No, you were
no
waiting
one
for them
cared
to.
about them in their high school and how they
You
dealt
wait
with
for them to
bullies
fight the
and-
putties because
Right.
you always fight putties first. Then you
Yep,
fight normal size monster. The normal size monster gets mad, gets rebigulated. You turn it to Wumba, and it goes into Wumba mode, and then all the Zords come in, and you combine, and now it's an awesome TV show.
Yes.
And I'm waiting for that this movie, like most of the movie.
Dude, I feel like I'm like 0 for 2 right now, thinking I know what Pete likes. Like
I
knowing
haven't heard him
Pete.
say he didn't like it.
Oh no, he's complained as much as you're complaining.
I'm
Right now,
complaining
dude.
about a one specific thing. Kamen Rider himself is awesome.
Yes.
But it's like this director just tried way too fucking hard to make it felt very soap opera drama.
Like
and
a
I'm like,
Godzilla movie.
but I'm not here for a
Mi-
Godzilla movie.
Minus Godzilla.
I'm not.
Godzilla minus Godzilla.
I am here for the proto Power Rangers, the person that came before Power Rangers. That that's how we got them. That's what I'm watching this movie, and then it starts that way. It's not like it started this other way, and then I get mad that it doesn't give me what I thought. It started the exact way. I was like, oh yes, okay, I'm locked in. Let's go. And then I'm just like, oh my God, less talking, more squishing. That's what I want in this movie. That is exactly what I wanted.
But all right, let's talk about the Augs then. I want to know what y'all's favorite one was. Not the. I mean, if you said the spider one, I guess that's it. But
Spider's my favorite.
Really?
He looks the most unique. His power was wasted at the beginning. Like his power could have been elevated way higher.
Agreed. Yeah.
He had the best banter. He had the best, like, even color scheme. the legs off of
Red,
his mask gave
black,
this
His
feel
dreads.
of his dreads. Yes.
And then he unzipped his coat, and
And
4 more arms came out.
Yes.
So he
Like
Peter
all
Parker,
this stuff
right?
happens and he actually wins. He's one of the few that wins at first and gets cocky and leaves. So yeah, I think Spider's the best because I know you guys are going to talk about the Chameleon.
Yep.
He goes out like a bitch.
You were talking about getting wasted. The chameleon Og is the most impactful one because of his action. He fucking murders the girl they're supposed to be,
does.
capturing. He kills
Yeah,
her, and it's like out of nowhere too, dude. And I love that shit because we're hinted at he can camouflage because we see his mask at one point, but he's like talking to someone, but it's just his mask.
Mm.
Sick as shit, dude. And then we're sitting there like we finally got both writers. They're coming together, being buds, breaking the spell.
After this, yeah, we got.
I'm
that needs talked about.
Yeah, but broke the mind control, and then all of a sudden, what? Like what the fuck just happened?
I was shocked. I went, wow, I was not expecting it to go that direction that quickly. I guess too, because you're only about barely a little over midway by the time that happens.
Yeah,
you're into the third act because that is the third. The third act is them not exacting or getting revenge, but carrying on her
when he
plan.
meets the other Kamen Rider, that's really the beginning of the third act.
Yeah,
God, dude, yeah, that.
Which I'm on your side there, Charlie, for maybe probably the same reasons. I thought I was so hopeful for the butterfly Og. As he's sitting on that throne and he gets up and there's silk coming out of his back, and then when his helmet comes around and splits his head open and antenna come out of his forehead.
Oh my god,
it's just beautiful. And then he's done. He's changed. And what is he? He's Blue Kamen Rider.
Yeah, he looked like Blue Power Ranger.
Like where are the wings? Where are the extra arms or something? That was real disappointing. So I liked the look of the chameleon quite a bit, especially when they smash his head open. That was really cool.
When the mask comes off, I did
dude.
Yeah, real cool.
Yeah.
He looked sick, and he had the big yellow eye. I love that shit, man.
Yeah, that makes me want to know what the spider looked like under his mask.
Yeah,
that's what that happened. I'm like, oh, I want to know what that guy looked like now. Did he look like Spider-Man whenever he turned into the spider on the animated series, Man Spider? That shit would have been cool.
But actually, thinking about that more than likely, because there's only one Og in this movie that isn't wearing a mask, and that's the Bat Og. Like, he is full-fledged, not even in suit, just a big fucking Batman. That's fair. Yeah, Scorpion Og, out there looking like Scorpina.
What a waste of time that was. I mean, like,
did the yellow jacket one even have a mask?
The Wasp, yes, the Wasp had a mask. And I really liked her design, like the honeycomb neck thing she had. How she looked really sleek.
She looked cool, but again, wasted. Like so super fucking just bang, you're dead. Now we're done. Like,
but I think her dying was the example of those two dudes that are fucking following them around do know what they're talking about. Because they're like, well, your normal human bullets can't hurt us. And the guy's like, oh yeah, check this shit out. They're not normal human bullets.
I like that they weren't played as bumbling agents or anything like that.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah, they felt like Agent Johnson and Agent Johnson. Like they knew their shit.
In a better, shorter movie, they would have been.
I mean,
movie, they would have been the Ding Dongs.
They would have been. They would have been the Skull and Bonk of Power Rangers. That's what they would have been. Yeah.
I also think if you were to cut anything out,
his name was.
If you were to cut anything out, it would have been that storyline.
I almost honestly want to agree with you there. We don't need an agency that's clandestine to help with this. Like, it should have just been Kamen Rider breaking free of Shocker by the Professor and Missy, and then he goes on a one-man battle to take down Shocker, which leads into the next thing. I really don't know how I feel about two Kamen Riders in this movie. And also, let me preface that while I may not be 100% behind 2, I really don't know how I feel about fucking 20 of them, and they die just like fucking henchmen do.
Oh,
You
but
know?
I like that because they don't look the same as the rest of the Kamen Rider. Like their mouths are big and pointing. They are obviously clones.
And they're locusts because that's how the
Yeah.
guy explains them. But
I'm fine with that.
I like the concept, and I actually love that fight sequence. That whole motorcycle thing down the
Dude,
tunnel.
He uses his motorcycle as a fucking bulletproof shield, Charlie.
He uses it as a flamethrower.
Dude, how cool is that
He
shit?
torches like 2 or 3 of them. But I kind of just wish they were some other Og, or if you're gonna be a locust, which is the meaner version of a grasshopper, basically,
Yeah.
don't make them look so close to Kamen Rider or be on all the same
they
motorcycle.
were different at all. I just thought they were just cut and
Oh,
paste CG.
their mouths are big and chattering.
I didn't catch
Yeah.
that.
I forget who is it. The butterfly that's talking to him during this or something. Like
Yeah.
we
Who
get
isn't
an
talking to
exposition,
him? Come on, Charlie.
but he gets this exposition of this is like the natural evolution.
Yes.
Well, that means I think they're all there. They should be stronger a little bit, you know. But back to the second Kamen Rider, it was kind of shocking that he goes in to fight the butterfly or whatever version he was at the time, and then another and I'm sitting there going, wait, is this like the OG Kamen Rider from the 70s?
I'm pretty sure the OG.
I thought it
costume.
was.
So how I took that is the costume that he has on at this point and at the end of the movie is the Kamen Rider that we've seen in Power Rangers.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Hondo, our main guy, was the OG version of the costume, and the second gentleman we meet is like the new and improved, what we're familiar with.
Listen, that's what I was trying to figure out, because Hondo's is powered by the wind, so he has to be gaining speed to energize the Prada.
It's like prana.
Prana. I kept thinking shrimp every time he said it.
I can translate that into English for you. They're called midichlorians.
Midichlorians. Fair enough. Ectoplasm for Spawn.
The Charlie wears Prada.
Exactly. Hey, I can't wait for the sequel. All right, it's gonna be fucking awesome. But I was looking at, because when the other guy comes out, he just says the rider on, or flame on, whatever the fuck he says.
Flame on.
Yeah, and I was basically like, well, that's way better than having to charge it. But I also had this feel of one's older than the other. Like I was lost, because now you're telling me that there can be multiple Augs. So like Spider Og, that we killed, you could do Spider Og 2.0 now, or any iteration. I kind of just wish it had been one Kamen Rider. Like it definitely does at the end, but it kind of wussifies Hondo, whatever his name is.
Well, he was doing that to himself through the whole movie anyways, when he was complaining about how hard he was hitting people.
Oh yeah, he was more of a pacifist than anything. Like, and then when Missy's trying to help him, and I know she has another name, but I'm just using it because that's what they fucking said the whole movie. She's even like, you can start to control it. So comes times where he doesn't, and I think it's during the Kamen Rider on Kamen Rider fight that the other guy's kind of like, oh, you're holding back, or oh, now you hit me the right amount of strength, and now we can have a real fight. And he's brainwashed by the butterfly. And then Missy figures out how to download into his brain and break this spell. And now they're buddies, but one wants to just be free and leave. And the other one, I was just like, this is too much. This is where it got into the soap opera stuff. And I'm like, I just want you to go and kick people's ass. I want you to go fight other Augs. I don't care about this moral dilemma. I swear, every time the Hondo guy would have this like coming to Jesus moments, it was just him standing and staring out into the cityscape or off of a cliff. And I'm just like, all right, we can fucking stop. We can fucking stop that now.
You're telling me that if he did that, but he had like fucking Freedom Isn't Free or some fucking over the top song playing behind it would have been okay?
Hang in there, kid.
One time it'd have been fine. But he does it constantly in this movie. Enough for me to bring it up. I only watched this movie once, okay? So I know there were several times that happens because I'm just like, oh yeah, he's brooding. That's the word.
Brooding
That
is the word. Yep.
brooding of just the weight of all of this. Like, motherfucker, just give the bike back, give someone else the mask, and walk away. Like, no one's forcing you to do this.
Isn't it? It was.
Yeah.
Were they humanly? Dustin, maybe you can answer this. Was Hongo?
Hongo is his name.
Hongo, was he genetically enhanced at all, or was it all the suit?
No, Hongo died. They talk about that. The professor's like, we saved you. We manipulated your body to be this person who's going to carry this, I'm going to use the air quotes, weapon, which is the Masked Rider.
Okay.
So they genetically, they genetically enhanced him to make him this character. Looked it up a little bit, and it said
he's RoboHop.
RoboHop,
because he's Grasshopper.
He's Hongo Cop. So Kamen Rider 1, which is Takashi Hongo, is generally portrayed as an older, or at the very least more experienced and mentally matured than Ichimonji, which is Kamen Rider 2. So Hongo was an older OG version of the Kamen Rider. That's why his mask was darker, bigger, looked a little bit more prototype.
Well, see,
then
that's what hurts this a little bit, because at the beginning it's as if he's brand new, like they're explaining everything to him, and if he's supposed to be like the older one, that's the confusion I'm experiencing.
So think about this then. I mean, it's a movie we've talked about, and you'll probably have an answer for it because you always do. Solo. Solo is this, top of the line, wants to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Robot, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take for who's the bad guy in Solo? Who's the guy that gets turned into Solo 2.0 at the end of the movie?
I don't even remember at this point. It's been a while.
It hasn't been. We just did it with Logan.
I know we just did it with Logan. We've watched a lot of movies since then, though.
And if there's who the fuck is the bad guy in it? It's anyways, but there was a time frame. It was a very short time frame because Adrian Brody created Solo, and then a short time frame later, Solo 2.0, which is the bad guy in the movie, came out. So I wonder how long, like what the time frame is in this for them to be like, I don't want to say it's going to go, when it spans months, but like maybe they were already working on 2.0.
I mean, that's possible. I don't know this. And that's another issue with the movie is there is no sense of time in this movie. It feels like it's just jump on the bike, go to the next thing.
It happened in like a 2-hour span.
Exactly. So it's not like this.
No one goes to bed. No one goes to the bathroom.
We fought this guy, and now 2 days later we fought this one. 3 days later we fought this one. It just feels like it just goes go. And that hurts it if you're telling me there's an older version and he's the first one, but we're explaining, and I know what it is. We're explaining to the audience what the powers are, but we're using it to tell Hong that this is your powers now. But when Kamen Rider 2 comes out, he's fucking locked, jocked, ready to go. He knows his powers. He's better than Hondo. He's faster than Hondo, and
he's taller.
And he's taller. And he's honestly a little bit more handsome.
He's a bit more good looking. Yeah,
he's a bit more good looking.
His bike sucks.
It did a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not as good as Hongo's.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like he had an older version, and that's what threw me off. Was I was like, oh, is this like an OG Kamen Rider that they brainwashed to fight the new Kamen Rider that the professor created? That makes sense in my brain as far as comic books and cartoons,
appeared, and I'm like, that's the original suit when he pops up with his suit for the first time with that.
That's what I thought.
That's the original suit because that's the suit
Right.
And that's fair. Yeah. But that's what whenever you introduce the next, this new one, you're thinking like, oh, they got the OG. in any other movie, that's what they would have done.
Mhm.
It's like that's the cameo, even though it may not be
Yeah.
the actor, but that's the cameo appearance. And then they break the spell and they are friends, but the newest one that shows up, Kamen Rider 2, basically is like, fuck this, I'm out. I want freedom. I don't even want to do this.
I don't want to
anymore.
work with those fucking guys. And he points at the assholes sitting in their Jeep.
Yeah, he points at the agents. He's like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you. And he fucks off. But and then the one we're following in this movie, Mask 1, he has this sense of well, I guess Missy's in his head now, and she gave him the program to upload onto her brother. That's the only way to save her brother. Yeah. And so now he's honor bound almost to fulfill the mission.
Mhm.
I didn't need second Kamen Rider to get to that point though. It literally, like, you could have cut all that out and just had where Missy got stabbed by the chameleon. Now you have pissed off the main Kamen Rider, and he lets himself fully go as
he gives himself over to the Masked Rider pseudo armor.
Yes, and then have him blast through the 20 other fucking Masked Riders that are fighting him.
That would have been really interesting if, like, he had gotten through a couple of Augs before, and then this happened. Chameleon kills Missy, and there are still like 6 Augs left, and he just lays waste to each one of them until he gets to Butterfly. Like, he just tears through them like Godzilla Final Wars. If you've ever seen
that's
that?
I want him walking into the head. Like, you can even play it up like we got to watch him kill like 4 or 5 of them on screen, but when he walks into the butterflies, he's got like 4 other ones we've not seen before, but just their helmets, and throws it down,
and pieces of them, I'm sure.
Pieces, and the heads are still in the helmets, obviously.
Oh, sure, of course.
You know that's. But you could really like
have a head and helmet,
because I was really expecting this to be way darker because of the violence it started with. I was like, yes, dark.
Watch Black. You want dark? Watch Black.
Well, I may watch Black now if you're telling me that, because I would love an R-rated Power Rangers. Like, I think that would be fucking amazing to watch.
Yeah, I think with Power Rangers, you still get that the kaiju. You get that kaiju version. You know, they are big and
but I meant something that was,
whereas Kamen Rider is always human size.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just to get that dark, gritty feel when something goes just fucking all out.
See it took us an adult, not adult. Dustin, stop it. I want a rated R tokusatsu film.
Yeah. But I also think having Rider 2 along for this ride, our first Kamen Rider wouldn't have been able to put the program onto the Butterfly, because they're sitting there slapping each other around, and then it gets to the point where they're on their hands and knees fighting. Yeah, they're exhausted, right? Like, they got to still have some type of, even though they have these super enhanced parts to them, and they have the exhaust, they still have to be somewhat human underneath that, right?
Well, they're spitting blood. Like, when Butterfly cracks them, they're spitting blood.
Well, they crack each other's masks apart, don't they?
I was saying, second Kamen Rider comes in and fucking headbutts him.
Oh, that was right.
Oh my god!
And he headbutts him because Butterfly had broke his arms. So the only way he could fight,
when the Kamens were fighting, and you have Kamen Rider 2 just snap the dude's legs.
Yeah.
And he, oh my god, dude, and he fucking hits the ground, and it shows him his legs are like this. Dude.
That, I was like, I know it's fake, but damn, that looks like it hurts.
Oh my god, dude, I loved that shit, man. And you know, we talked about heavily reliant on CG, and I want to go back to the spider fight. When we get the very first like superhero kick that's in this movie, dude, when he just fucking rears back and hits him with that kick, and it drives him into the ground.
Yeah,
beautiful. And it's not the first time he does that shit in this, man. Like, when we see the Bat-Og, when they trick the smartest professor in the agency by pretending to have bat serum or the bat whatever
COVID,
I've been
Yeah.
developing an immunity to iocane powder over a number of years.
Yeah, there's only one cure, and it's in these macarons. Okay, dude. When he gets that wing blown out, dude, it was silly as shit, sure, but dude, Kamen Rider fucked him up,
He did.
dude.
The
Man, I wanted
fights
more of that.
are exactly. The
I wanted more
fights
of
in
that.
this movie are awesome.
Yeah.
Period. I
Mm.
loved every single fight in this thing. Every AUG interaction is everything I wanted in this. I do kind of wish they'd have done a little bit more with the butterfly one, because he's supposed to be
The big,
the big, because leading up, he looks, they do the whole, like he's got the silk threads, but it's almost like internet cables that are attached to this like mainframe, and it does the big butterfly, silhouette behind him, and then his head splits. But like Pete said, after all that, he's the blue fucking Power Ranger. Like that's and I'm like, every other one looked cool as shit. Now this guy just looks like he's just blue. Like give me mechanical wings, that come off, or laser energy wings.
Laser wings, razor.
Yeah,
razor wings. Yeah. Something that
throw
makes
a
you
silk cocoon over one of the Kamen Riders. The fights are cool, and he does take them. They take their licks. He breaks the one guy's arms, and that's why he headbutts the mask off of the butterfly, because old dude's like keeping him distracted, and that motherfucker just comes head first and just like, he's like Leroy Jenkins, and busts him in the fucking head, and that mask just cracks. I also wanted when the mask cracked, because right before the mask forms, you start seeing the antenna, but he also has the curly Q tongue.
The tongue.
None of that's on there when the mask comes off, and I was just like,
again, there's a missed opportunity.
But I wonder if he exerted all of his, because at that point he's back to human form, right? Like I wonder if he exerted. I don't
was trying
know
to figure
the science behind how long they stay in their AUG form.
Kamen 1 had limited power because he's running out of power in this fight. They talk about that. He's running out. But Kamen 2 basically is attached to like a nuclear battery. That's how his power works now.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's his weakness, I guess, more or less, to say. Also, Butterfly, he's supposed to be the strongest. You're telling me just cracking his mask took him back to human form? Like he was kicking their ass before he even turned into it.
Felt like a wet fart. It was like,
you know what it was, Charlie?
What's that?
It was the power of love.
And well, okay, that's exactly what happens in this movie now, because Kamen 1 downloads Missy into her brother's brain to show memories, and I'm still confused by it, because basically he gets done and goes, nah, fuck that, and then turns into fucking Alka-Seltzer, and I'm like, what just happened? Did she save him? Did what happened?
Butterfly uploaded into that mask, right? Is that?
Yeah, they all uploaded into the helmet.
Yeah.
They become world mind.
Yeah, but didn't he? I swear he says something like I don't want to be a part of this or something, because when the obvious ending happens and Kamen Rider 1 sacrifices himself for some fucking reason I still don't understand. Like, dude, go stand outside in a breeze and charge your battery back up. But he tells Kamen 2, like, Missy and I will still be in the mask. Never talks about Butterfly again. Like, I think Butterfly rejected it and then went back into his own body and turned into foam. I feel like that. I'd have to watch it again, because he gets very, I don't want to say indignant. There's another word for it, where stoic. He just like, no, I will not do that, but I will not continue this is also in translation, but the main plan for Shocker was to make everyone happy. I was like,
sure was.
what? Shockers can make some people happy and some people not happy. Just depends on how you use it.
God damn it. They talk about that though. They like all of these AUGs are like pain makes me happy or killing makes me happy. That's
Yeah.
that's the emphasis on we're here to make people happy because they're turning them into these Augs and they're fulfilling the dream and or giving them the I don't say endorphin, but it's like they're giving
Euphoria.
them the euphoria of killing somebody. That's why Spider killed the professor with his bare hands. He's like, I want to
Which was
enjoy
cool.
this,
Yeah.
dude.
He almost
And
popped
that's
the
that's
eyeball
what
out of his
the
head.
happiness is that.
Okay. And I'm sure it was a different word, but when you're reading it and it just says, we will, was it Mr. Burns and Simpsons? I bring you love. That's how
my
it
God,
came
dude.
across. Like, just not to mention this guy's in this like billowy robe. If he just glowed a little green, it would have been Mr. Burns at the end
my
of this.
Lord.
But yeah, Common One just like goes, cool. The burden of life is done. I will not recharge my battery. Dies, turns into foam. And then the guy that just wanted to be left alone, just kind of sitting there going, well, fuck. That's just kind of how it felt at first until the agents convince him, like, no, bro, we saved the mask. I'm like, you didn't save shit. It's burnt. You're going to give me that burnt piece of shit? Go paint it. It's not even painted right now. Fix that shit and then I'll take it. But he gets coaxed into working for the agency or whatever it is they are.
Yeah, but that's the hero's ending, though, right? Like for literally both of them. Like Hongo sat there, he fulfilled his obligation, like the promise he made to the professor.
Yep.
And it didn't matter if he lived or died. He was already ready to die before, before going into the first fight. And then the second fight, when the butterfly's like, "You're back," and he goes, "Yep, I'll be back every single time until we fucking stop you."
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then our Kamen Rider 2, him being the brooding solo man, and all of a sudden finding like the companionship in Hongo very briefly. But then he's like, you know what? That wasn't bad. Having that, camaraderie. Which I feel like that's why I really like this ending, is because Hongo's not gone. He downloaded himself into the fucking helmet. So they're talking to each other. Which I dig.
I did like that. It's like Force Ghost power. You're talking to,
and if you didn't know someone was there, you'd think that man was crazy.
Which is also could lead to, and Missy's there too. So, you could have a whole three-way conversation, three-way phone call.
You could have a three-way.
Pete said what? Pete said Three's Company.
No, that's that movie's coming out. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
God damn it!
Well, all right. But all right, Charlie. I mean, you think it's time to get over to the things?
Let's do the things.
The boss says we're dealing with John Mortis. Really? I heard he beat a guy to death with a toilet seat. What? No way.
It's true. They also said he killed a man with a soft pretzel.
Whoa. I don't even know which one of those sounds cooler. It's definitely the pretzel.
Pete, this is the part of the show where we tell each other our favorite kill of the movie. And I'm going to start with you.
Oh, shit.
What was your favorite kill of Shin Kamen Rider?
I gotta think about this because they're all kind of this the same. Well, they're dang.
All right, while you're thinking about it, I'll read Mickey's. How about that?
There you go. Read Mickey's.
You're thinking about it. All right. Mickey said his favorite kill was Bat-Og. And for that reason, Kamen Rider stomped a mud hole in his ass and walked it dry.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
He sure is funded.
That's a good one. The one that made me laugh the most was Scorpion. Like, she gets up there, tries to get all sexy, and then off camera, the agents take her down. Like, that sucked.
Pete, do you think her nipples were big scorpion tail hooks?
I would think that
like
if you get close enough, they are they're stingers. They're scorpion stinger.
Look like Chapel Roan at the Grammys, with the dress just attached to her nipples.
Yeah, that was a choice. Oh boy,
that was a big choice.
That was a
Two
choice.
of them.
Okay.
Two of so Pete, is that your pick or what?
Uh, I'll piggyback on Mickey. That was I forgot about like when he lifts. One of the best things about this movie is there's some really kick-ass camera angles, and this
Yeah.
camera angle where Kamen Rider lifts his foot up from off camera up, and the boot is just bloody. You know he just stomped a hole in the back of Bat Hong. So yeah, so that's I'll go with Mickey on that one.
All right, Charlie, what about you, man?
So I was thinking on this, and I did voice my displeasure of everybody turning into Alka-Seltzer because
Right.
it kind of kills the joy of the kills.
That's why I was having some trouble there. Yeah.
But I'm going to flex the rules just a little bit. They're still kills, but it's the first henchman beatdown in the movie where it just they turn into red jelly. Like he kills 10 henchmen and beat them to bloody pulps. I'm not expecting it. It shocked the hell out of me. I sent a gif about Gallagher smashing watermelons, and that's how it felt. And that is also the bloodiest thing that happens in this movie, and they don't turn into foam. And I was like, I fucking like that. So it's any henchman that just gets turned into blood goo is my favorite kill. Dustin, what about you, bud? What was your favorite kill?
You stole mine. It was gonna be the first round of henchmen in this fucking movie, dude, because it sets the tone. Like it sets the pummeling that Kamen Rider has, and how he goes, I killed them. He goes, I punched them to death, dude.
You
it's
barely
so fucking
sit
good.
in your chair with a popcorn, and you've got a pile of bodies that are just bleeding from every hole in there.
Dude, you're not even 10 minutes in.
No, not even.
15 people are pummeled to death.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
It's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. So,
all right, let's head to that poster.
Come on, you guys are making this too easy. You looked way tougher in your mugshots.
All right, Pete. So here is where we distinguish if the poster of the movie matches the vibe of the movie. And I'll read Mickey's first so you can take a look and see if you want to look at that.
Like it's a picture of his mask.
Mickey said, hell yes. The poster is really what sold me the first time I watched it.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Charlie, what about you, man? Does the poster match the vibe of the movie?
So I'm gonna switch. Seeing as how this is a foreign film, so we can do this. I'm looking at the foreign poster. That's not just a close up of his mask only.
That's the only one I know.
I'm looking at the one where he's basically in the trench coat. He's got the red scarf blowing behind him. He's almost all black, but there's still some highlights. I'm gonna say yes. I think that matches the vibe of the movie if I'm using that one. Now, the one Pete's thinking about, which is just an up close of the mask, it's just like the Shin Godzilla one, where it's just the up close of Godzilla's face, the new version of Godzilla. And it's like, okay, I at least better get Godzilla. And this movie's all, with that poster, you're like, at least I better get Kamen Rider. You do. But the vibe is this one, like 100%. So yeah, I say it matches.
That's the art I use to make the thumbnail. So that's definitely the one I'm going to go off of.
Yeah.
But Pete,
please do. Yeah.
Pete, I need to know.
When I saw the Shin Godzilla poster and it was just his face, I was so excited because this is a different looking Godzilla, like those little bitty eyes, and it looks like he's kind of melting a little bit, or he had been through some real shit. Not just it wasn't just scales. He looked like he was scarred. Now the poster Charlie just showed us, that's solid. I like that. That's a very, very much a hero pose. And that scarf on Kamen Rider it's iconic. You can't have Kamen Rider without that red scarf. It's just the way it is.
That's one of the few things I definitely remembered.
Yeah, it's
was
that
the
that
scarf.
makes him indistinguishable from other henshin tokusatsu
Yeah.
properties. So I didn't explain any of that. Those might be words that people don't have any idea what I'm talking about.
Pete used big words.
Hey, join me in the in the tokusatsu channels. Anywho, I do like that poster a lot, Charlie, the one that you showed us.
Mm.
That gives us it's a very heroic pose. So yes, hell yes, echoing Mickey again. That is this movie.
Nice.
Yep. Dustin, what about you, bud? What do you think?
Dude, I love that poster you just held up. Like
Mhm.
it being it looks hand drawn. Like having it set on a white background is fucking awesome. It's so striking. The red popping, the black, like not just the red of the scarf, the red of his eyes, dude.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's so good. And I'm not huge in anime at all, but I really, really like the design of Kamen Rider, and especially in that poster. Would that sell me on what I'm getting? Absolutely, because I know I'm in for a dude that looks like he's in the Power Rangers about to whoop some ass.
Yeah. Yep.
So yes, the poster matches the vibe of the movie.
Awesome.
Agreed.
All right. Well, I think it's time we rate this bad boy.
Okay, but are we talking Predator Arnold, Running Man Arnold, or like Batman and Robin Arnold?
Charlie, I'm going to start with you, man. Is this movie badass, basic, or bomb?
So, yeah, I've kind of voiced my issues with this movie early on because to talk about it, I kind of had to. I can tell you the difficult part of this character is made to be a series. I think that's part of the issue this director ran into is you've taken a property that was made to be done in 30 or 40 minutes at a time, and now you've stretched it to 2 hours, tried to cram as much as you can in it, yet somehow you still drug it out way too long. Had this been like a little mini series, this would have been fucking amazing. But
three mini movies, 3
yeah,
movies.
three mini movies, 3 45-minute movies, I would have even been okay with, but the fights are amazing. The fights are badass.
Yep.
I'm just always waiting for the next fight. I did not care about the dialogue. I didn't care about the actual, I'll use the word loosely, plot between the brother and sister. Still kind of a little lost here and there from it. And I hate to say I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch it again to put the pieces together, but it's not a bomb. It's not even a low basic. The fights are a very, very, very high basic, but I just can't go badass. It didn't hold my attention the way I wanted it to. If it had maintained the promise it made in the first 15, 20 minutes, this would have been a hell of a fucking ride. You'd have had to peel me away from the television. Now I'm not even looking at my phone and I'm zoning out. That's how much the dialogue drug for me. So high basic, but not badass. Sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. Pete, what about you, man?
If you're a fan of Kamen Rider, this is badass. If Kamen Rider is your jam, like if this, and I don't mean Masked Rider, I mean if you are old school tokusatsu, henshin loving, crazy pants, and Kamen Rider, which is one, you've got Super Sentai, Ultraman, and Kamen Rider. Those are the top three, no questions asked. There's several below that, but those are the top three. I don't think anyone will really argue that. Paul might, but I
I don't think
Let me-
Paul would argue that. I don't think he'd argue that.
So if you are a Kamen Rider fan, this will push all the right buttons for new fans, for people looking for something new that are even vaguely familiar. This is going to confuse and maybe turn you away because it's so goddamn long and so very talky, and the love, it's so it's yeah, it's depending upon where you fall in the fandom. Brand new, it's basic. If you're a fan, it's badass.
But where does it fall for Pete?
Pete for Pete, it's basic.
All right, that's fair.
I'm not. I know who Kamen Rider is, and this movie was too long and too confusing and too many subplots. Man, Charlie, you're not wrong. These fights is good.
Fights are awesome.
I even give it a long leash with all the CG. The CG isn't very good, but I don't care because I'm not looking for good CG with my monster movies, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's still just basic for me.
All right.
Okay.
That's totally fair.
I won't own this.
So I'll go ahead and read Mickey's. It says, I love that we're dropped right into the action. The costumes are great and the choreography is brutally fantastic. All of the boss battles, air quoting, have their own style so it doesn't get repetitive. This movie is for the fans and reflects the type of stuff I would find in the hidden cracks of cable TV back in the 90s. I would have fallen in love with this back then just as I did today. Shin Kamen Rider is badass.
I'm not shocked by that. Mickey
Respect.
has a higher love of this
that.
type of genre than I do. Yeah.
It surely does, man. And I feel like if Mickey were here tonight with me, we'd both be. He'd be Kamen Rider 1, I'd be Kamen Rider 2. Just fucking swinging, dude.
Boy, I wish he was here. I'd really like to hear what he has to say. I feel like I've been unkind, but
no, it's fair. I mean, it's honesty.
I don't think there's ever a point where we were like, Dustin, why the fuck did you pick this? This was like, man, I really wanted to like this. Like, it had the bones.
Though I get a lot of why did you fucking pick this?
Next week.
Oh,
anyway, so
Dustin, what do you think, bud? What are you rating this thing? Stop it. Anyway, Dustin, what are you going to rate this bad boy?
I love that we're dropped right into this. I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan of I know little to nothing other than what I know from it being a child, and it still grabbed me, and I still paid attention. I loved it. The fights were awesome. The Augs were cool. From the costumes to the Bat Aug being the only one like having full practical looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
CG, sure. I don't, but like Pete just said, I'm not here. I don't care. Like, I'm here to watch super kicks. People get punched 40 stories in the air. I'm down for it.
Yep.
The only thing I feel like this movie was missing was like a rock and roll score. Like if it had
Shin Godzilla had a bitchin' score.
Yeah, if it had a heavier score, I think it would have been a lot better. But that does not negate the fact that I think this movie is badass.
Nice.
That's fair.
Man, that's fair. There is a lot. I love, like, my favorite of all of the makeup in this movie is when we see when we see Hongo's hand as a grasshopper. God, it looks so good. His face as half grasshopper. It looks so good, man. So yeah, I can't rate this movie any lower than badass.
That's fine. I mean, I like to look at it as like me and Pete aren't like shitting on the movie. It's just you focused heavily more on the action and stuff like that. While we love that, but it was just the other stuff that brought us down that really kind of bogged it. And it was hard to shake that. It really didn't.
It didn't need to be 2 hours long. I mean, there's some things I feel like they could have cut, but at the same time, look at all the money Shin Godzilla made. Why stop the momentum?
Yeah. Well, he kind of stopped the momentum himself.
Dude. I haven't seen Shin Ultraman, man. Pete said that Ultraman's nowhere near as violent as Kamen Rider.
No, Shin Ultraman is definitely I want to say definitely, but it's a softer film than this one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that also makes me feel like maybe the director hasn't found his groove. I know Shin means something that it's supposed to mean new, but like if I watch well, let's just say I watched this first. Now, anytime I watch a Shin movie, I'm going to expect this level of, say, like violence and action. I may get that in Godzilla because you're going to get that with people just being annihilated with atomic breath.
Yeah, you're not going to get the blood though, for sure.
Right, no blood.
Have you seen Shin Godzilla?
No, I own it. I have not watched it yet.
Oh, dude, he has created a new perspective on the monster.
Yeah,
a new perspective because we watch Metamorphosis in that movie.
Oh, that's what I. So
that's as much as I'm going to say.
Well, I already know. I know he evolves as it goes. I know the scales look almost like screaming people from the the atomic bomb that goes down his body. I know all of that.
That's the final form that wasn't put into the movie. Was that one?
Yeah. So I am aware of the movie.
Man.
That was another one that was just it disappeared into obscurity.
It was
it went out of print.
I saw it like 3 times at 1 week.
Like as soon as it showed up on this newest release, I grabbed it.
Though, didn't it, Dustin? Like it went out for a week and then it made so much money that they went. Oh, might as well go
Shin stayed,
week, see what happened.
Shin stayed out,
and they made just as much money.
Yeah, they followed in the footsteps of -1 because -1 was only supposed to be in theaters for a week, and then 3 weeks later,
Oh
yeah,
boy,
and then re-released again, and then done in black and white, and I love that movie. But I think, and I'm not saying the director has to do the exact same thing every time, but if you're going to call everything like the Shin verse or whatever, I kind of expect a certain level of the Shiniverse, the Shinin, the Shinin. That's for you, Anna. But yeah, I don't know. I like the hyper violence of this, but knowing that, like, if I tried to watch Shin Ultraman, because I've seen the Ultraman stuff, but if I go into watching it again, I'm going, what the fuck is this? Where's the blood?
Well, Ultraman was never the violent level that Kamen
Rider. Neither was Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider fought guys, but
yes, it was.
It was
maybe not the series in 71, but over the years, Kamen Rider got really violent. Like
in the mangas, I can see that, but I'm talking like what I could have digested, which was the TV show, and then the Fox Kids version, and then I'm watching this. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yes, Charlie. Charlie, in the Fox Kid version, they were dragging swords across their chest, and fireworks were coming out.
Yeah,
yeah, there was.
Add a little blood. Add a little blood.
A lot of blood, and that's where we get this movie.
Yeah. I want blood sprays. I want to
go watch
head off.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
Pete, we really appreciate you joining us over here for Pete Month. Let us know what do you got cooking on Good Beer Bad Movie Night.
Oh, Good Beer Bad Movie Night.
And then you can tell us what's coming up next too.
I'm currently editing. We stole something from Give Me Back My Action Horror. We developed our own Wheel of Pain, and the Wheel of Pain for us is like when no one can decide what to do. We've got 7 movies picked on this wheel, and we just spin it like, I don't know what we're gonna do next month. Wheel of Pain, so we'll spin that, and it fell on Battleship.
I like that.
What?
It fell on Battleship. So,
dude,
in February, Battleship's gonna be.
See what I have to deal with, Dustin. See what this is the same tone he uses for Spawn.
Look,
Commando.
Battleship has no business being 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I will agree with that. I will. Stop with the over 2 hour long movies.
That
one battle after another didn't need to be 2.5 fucking hours.
Agreed. Yes.
God, stop it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So episode's in the can. I'm editing it and it'll be out on the 15th of February.
Cool.
Pete, I need you. Overlord Steelhorn needs to know.
Yeah.
What's coming up next on Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies?
Well, we got the horror movie up next. We just did Five Deadly Venoms with
was cool.
Steven and Leo. We had a
That was
very
a lot
good
of fun.
time. It is a long episode. Our episode is long, and
Yeah, but we're
it's
entertaining as fuck.
gold. It's gold. So yeah, the next Give Me Back My Horror Movies is from Hammer Horror 1970, right at that cusp where the video nasties, the British censorship was loosening up, and drive-ins were getting much more prevalent, and yeah, the the scandalous films were starting to come out. We are
So
doing.
is he reminiscing? Is that what's happening?
I watched it last night. I'm going to watch it again. We're watching The Vampire Lovers, with Ingrid Pitt and Peter Cushing. You can see it on Tubi in all of its glory.
Oh,
it is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It's Hammer Horror.
Vampires.
It's at the start of when Hammer Horror went hard at the drive-in. And
hard.
And then everyone at the drive-in went hard also.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, exploitation Hammer Horror movie. This is one of the first ones. So, yeah.
And Charlie,
Lovers. Charlie is not happy. I'm hoping that Jackie watches this with you.
I already told her she had to watch it.
Charlie, see, you could have had a good time with this movie.
I tried.
Had a palate cleanser, you know?
Yeah, I tried.
Could have, but yeah. All right, so over on Flicks and Friends, we're in the year 1985, and that is Back to the Future. We put out an episode of Back to the Future. Oh, yeah.
How cool.
So what we're doing is Paul's birthday year and my birthday year, you know, so he picked 85, and we just finished Indiana Jones. So what? That was Dissect.
That was Dissect. I've so many goddamn podcasts.
Paul Parker, same guy, you know. But we just finished Indiana Jones, and I didn't think we'd jump into another giant trilogy as soon as we did.
Last Crusade, yes, that was your first watch. Yeah, I remember now. Oh my god.
Yep. So we're doing that, and then over on the Barons, we are covering. It's our Bloody February month, and Little D picked a movie that is called Contracted.
I never heard of it.
Never seen it. As of this recording, I haven't watched it, so I don't know yet.
About pregnant chicks?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. So, but that's all I got cooking, man.
Sounds like a pandemic.
What's the next
thing.
B action movie we're doing, Dustin?
Oh, I got to pick the other B action movie, and guess what? It's one that Charlie's gonna have fun with. Okay, I know he
with
is.
This one.
Oh, I sure did. It was a good time. But the next one has Cynthia Rothrock in it, and it's a little movie called Martial Law.
Yeah.
Do you know who else is in that movie? Charlie, do you know who else is in this movie? There's Cynthia Rothrock. David Carradine's in it.
So you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's this one guy who has like a doctorate in pain.
Is he a professor?
Yeah, that's it. It's a professor.
He's a Professor Toro Tanaka.
Oh my god, dude. I'm so fucking hyped to talk about this movie because I bought this movie immediately when we did Tiger Claws. Yeah. And man, was I not disappointed. It's going to be fucking good.
It's going to be a good time. Cynthia Rothrock. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, and yeah, Jahil's, or what's his name? Jahil Mahiri?
Jahil Mahiri, yeah.
Isn't trying to lock lips with her on this one.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah,
yeah,
he's not in it.
He learned his
that's
lesson
why.
the first time.
She's not pregnant in this one either, like she was in the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was pregnant in that movie, which is why they cut back a lot of her action
scenes. A little pregnant or a lot pregnant?
Not enough to show, but enough that she couldn't do certain things. So, yeah, it was kind of shocking.
That's true.
Yeah, but you know what we always say over here And that's not to just watch action.
B. Action.
Mission accomplished.